I was born in Chicago, Illinois on October the 4th, 1928. And my mother's name is Octavia Allen. She was the daughter of Edmund Allen, a daughter of Edmund Allen and Jane Doris, who were living in Mississippi in Marshall County. Holly Springs, Mississippi is the town most associated with Marshall County, Mississippi. During the course of my childhood, I spent some time with my grandmother, who had a farm in Marshall County, Mississippi. Her husband, Edmund Allen, died during the major flu epidemic that hit the United States, perhaps other countries too, around World War I.
I read that the farm was fairly sizable, 180 acres?
Well, yeah, she and some of the other people connected with Edmund Allen, they bought a plot of land in the northern part of in Marshall County, okay, and that the farm, her farm, was adjacent to a couple of the other people, as I said, in the Allen family, and that yeah, it was 180 acres, which she worked during the Depression. I don't think it was very beneficial to her. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't have done it, you know, but the Depression in the United States was very severe in the 30s, and she barely eked out a living, my grandmother. And a lot of her children, you know, they went north, in the northern migration to the cities, and that, of course, was probably one of the reasons why my mother went to Chicago. But I was born on October the 4th, 1928, and that I was raised there in Chicago, as well as on the farm in Mississippi with my grandmother.
You spent the first 6 years of your life about?
Yeah, just about, back and forth, and that but for your purpose, one of the days, there were a group of us, you know, I mean, some of the relatives of Edmund Allen, my father, also lived in that area. And we had a little compact group of individuals being raised during the Depression in Mississippi, and we were very hungry, extremely hungry. And that in fact, we were so hungry that there was a bank on the side of the road which was supposed to have some vitamins to it, and we would take this dirt and try to eat it in order to try to get some food. And this was during the Depression in the United States of America, which was very, very severe, not only in Mississippi, but throughout the country. I know from personal experience. And that we used to go to people's houses and explain to them how hungry we were. And we went to this one lady's house one day, and she said, well, I don't have very much, but come on in and I'll have some grease and cornbread. So I recall speaking out to her, saying, well, you keep that for yourself. We know that things are very, very difficult. And I went back to my grandmother's house and explained to her, you know, how hungry we were. And it was not just her household, it was other households too. A lot of my relatives now are in different parts of the country. So she said, well, Spote, that's what was my name, you know, at the time.
Spote?
Spote, right.
Spote.
Spote.
Spell it for me.
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to spell it.
S-P-O-T-E, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Spote?
Spote. That's what she calls it.
Oh, like sport, but spoke.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Gotcha.
So write your mother and tell her to come and get you because I've done what I could for you, and I did. And my mother came right away. And that was not the end of my life in Marshall County. It was the end of my very basic childhood. I was only about 5 or 6, maybe 7 years old.
Why did your grandmother say that she'd done all that she could for you?
Because she had. I mean, she had, you know, she'd raised me. She'd helped to raise me. You know, at that time in the 30s, a lot of the children who had been living in the South would ask their parents, you know, to help, you know, raise the children because life was very, very difficult in these cities. But she had, when she said she had done all that she could, it meant that, you know, she tried to give us food, clothing, and shelter. She tried to help educate me. Last night, the President of the United States of America said reading and arithmetic But my grandmother stressed that, way back then, that the basic elements and what I should concentrate on, and what she helped me to concentrate on was reading, writing, and arithmetic. She added writing, and arithmetic.